Greetings everyone, this is Danny from HarrTravel.com, your Royal Caribbean experts. And today, I have the great pleasure of being on board one of my favorite ships in the entire world, the beautiful Oasis of the Seas. Now today, I'm gonna tour with you every single public space here on board. Keep in mind, we got the rooms and suites on our channel as well. But before we kick it off, make sure when you're ready to book your next cruise with Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, or Silversea, you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel or book it right on HarrTravel.com. We know we can craft your perfect cruise vacation of a lifetime so you can be right here with your friends, family, or group at an incredible value and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now we've started off here on the pool deck. Well, we're actually one step above the pool deck to get a great overview. So much of cruising is that outdoor experience, that fun in the sun, but this ship truly has it all. What you're gonna see behind me is one of the 4 pools. There's actually 4 pools spread out on the pool deck. Each one's a little bit unique and different for different purposes. Now for here, this is all about swimming, enjoying, and digging in. And right behind me is actually the water slides. Now these were added on in 2019 during a massive renovation where they amplified this ship. And it is so much fun for the kids and the grown-ups who think that they're kids still. So you've got 2 racer slides on this side. You've got a slide on the other side that swirls you all the way around. And it is an absolute blast to enjoy. It's a complimentary feature, just like most of the things that we're gonna show you here on board. Now there's a ton of seating down below where you can grab some sun. There's seating up here as well. And they've also added in cabanas. Now, if you want that private experience where you have upgraded service throughout the day, you can take advantage of that. You can pre-book it, or you'll head over to the Lime and Coconut and you can pick that up there. They'll take care of all the details for you and they'll provide great service throughout the entire experience. Now up one level, you're gonna find all the loungers up here as well in the sun, and there's even loungers down below in the shade. It's whatever you prefer on your perfect time here on board. Now we just stepped over to the starboard side. Once again, you've got more sun loungers up above, you've got sun loungers down below, and I love this pool because it's more of a beach style experience. So you've got a gradual entrance where you can sit in those loungers, put your toes in the water, and cool off just a bit. Now there's several hot tubs, you can see 2 of them here, you've got more on the other side. You've got a couple up above as well that were added on a bit later. Now from this spot, you can actually get some great people watching, everybody enjoying all the slides, enjoying the pool areas as well. And you can actually see behind me those Central Park view balconies. Now continuing along, you've got more cabanas on the back, you've got more of that lime and coconut experience. But my favorite part of this is the band right there in the middle. The moment they kick up with those Caribbean vibes, for me, that makes me know that I'm on vacation, I'm on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I'm heading out for an incredible time. Now I've got littler kiddos and their favorite spot on the pool deck is right here at Splash Away Bay. You've got the smaller kids water slides, you've got the dump buckets up there, you've got all kinds of water features down below, and you've even got the slides for the smallest kiddos just below in the baby splash zone. Now I love the concept that they've got something for everyone. Kiddos can start cruising on Royal Caribbean at 6 months old, depending on the itinerary, and then they can cruise, well, for the rest of their lives. I know my kiddos will as well. One of my favorite features Royal does is they honor the parents' Crown and Anchor status for their kiddos. So my kiddos started at Diamond Plus the moment that they first set foot on a Royal Caribbean ship, and I guess, well, they'll probably keep going for quite a few more years. Now behind me as well, you're also gonna find the sports pool. So this is where they'll do water volleyball, all kinds of different fun sports. In fact, you can see a net behind me there as well for that. And then right in the middle is a bit more of Central Park. Once again, wrapped around the entire area, you've got the Lime and Coconut Bar on multiple floors. You got the tropical drinks, the sun, and a wonderful vacation experience. Now, right in the middle of the pool deck, you're gonna find the towel check-in, check-out station. And I also want to point it out that they have the swim vests over here as well. Make sure you utilize them as needed. They do have lifeguards on duty, but the kiddos are always your responsibility. Now, one of my favorite changes that they made on the Oasis was adding the lime and coconut concept. It didn't debut on the Oasis. They added it later, and I think they got it perfect. This idea of having the tropical experience, you're gonna be able to play some music yourself. But of course, every time I walk up, this gin and tonic just magically appears. Not 100% sure why. I think maybe they've seen a video or 2. But the idea here is it's that tropical experience. They've brought color and life to the pool deck. You're gonna find tropical music, and to me, nothing says the Caribbean quite like this. Now, we all know that the most important part of the ship is not the rudder, it's not the captain, it's not even the engine, it's the soft serve machine. And here on Royal, they have some of the best, and well, when they see me coming, I don't know what happens, they just keep going. How's it going, Delaney?
Fine.
She knows me. All right, let's see if we can get this. 4 at a time. That's the way to go. See you later, Taylor. Now we're headed into the Solarium here on board, and this is my personal favorite in the entire fleet. I'll show you why now. Now this is an adults only space here on board. I love that there's a ton of spaces dedicated to kids, but you also need spaces for adults as well. We're all gonna have a blast. Now you have a ton of loungers in here. There is glass up above, but it is open air, so you get those elements. You're gonna have jacuzzi hot tubs in here. There's also a plunge pool in the middle, and then I wanted to point out that up above, you have the Solarium bar, and you also have quite a bit more seating with loungers and chairs. Right at the front, you've got a large lounge style seating area here, and then you have these outdoor seating areas where you can dine from the Solarium bistro or just sit back and relax. Now, one of the most unique features of this Solarium compared to the other ships in the Royal Fleet is what's in front of the Solarium. Let me take you out there now. Now, as we step out right out front, they've got this incredible sun deck here. Of course, you get the amazing views out the front of the ship, the side of the ship. You can step off to the bridge wings there as well and get some amazing views aft. But what I love about this is you have an enormous amount of lounge space. You've got loungers along the windows here. You've got 2 rows of loungers here as well. You also have a large lounge style seating area where you've got sofas in the middle. So it's really expansive if you want sun, if you want a little bit of shade. This spot is absolutely perfect for an adults only getaway, whether you're traveling without the kiddos or maybe the kiddos are at the Adventure Ocean Center. This is a wonderful space to enjoy. Now, as we continue over to the starboard side, you're gonna see more seating up above there where you can take advantage of the bar service. Of course, they'll provide service to the entire area. You've got more loungers around. You also have showers to utilize the plunge pool and the jacuzzi hot tubs. You see, it really opens up, especially when you're at sea. To me, this is my favorite spot to be. You've got the breeze coming in. Of course, you got the wonderful bar service and that adults only experience. Now, one of the spots that a lot of guests don't find, usually until later in the cruise, is the Solarium Bistro. For breakfast and lunch, it's a casual buffet style eatery here. You've got some delicious options for dinner as well. But what you'll find is a lot of guests go straight to the Windjammer. Keep in mind, you've got El Loco Fresh. You also are gonna have the Park Cafe. You've got Sorrento's Pizza, Cafe Promenade. But if you want that delicious buffet style option, right here you've got chicken, beef, similar to what you're gonna find at the Windjammer. Continuing along, they're carving up some beef here. You've got the full salad bar. Of course, the most important part with the desserts. And on either side, you've got the beverage stations. Once again, it's a great place to head. Usually on boarding day, this is where you'll find me right away. But even for breakfast on disembarkation day or throughout the cruise, it's a wonderful option. Now, if you're looking for a unique and elevated dining experience, look no further than the chef's table. Now, this is set in the Solarium Bistro and it generally runs each and every single night. What you're gonna find is an elegant 5-course meal that's paired with wines. It is quite delicious, and what I love is the chef will come out, explain the dishes. Of course, the sommelier will explain the wines as well and how they pair together. Now, this is one of those experiences that's pretty limited. You can have 10, 12 people here each and every single night. So if you're interested, I always recommend that you pre-book. Now, for those guests who've upgraded to a suite, you'll find the suite sun deck is reserved just for you. It's a wonderful space. We've got full bar service, some of the best bartenders in the business, keeping those drinks flowing and keeping you smiling. And what I love about this is there's quite a few different styles of seating up here. You got the classic loungers, they're thick and padded. Of course, you can get those incredible views off the side of the ship, but they also have lounge style seating here. It wraps all the way around, so if you're looking for a little bit of shade or sun, they've got you covered. Now, as we wrap around the forward part of the suite sun deck, I wanted to point out these cabanas. Now, they're first come, first serve. You can utilize them, but I love this idea that you've got your own private areas to tuck away. Once again, they'll provide drink service throughout the entire area. You've got more lounge style seating on the far side. You've got some great shaded areas in the front as well, where you're gonna be able to look over Central Park. It's a wonderful spot to be, and once again, just one of the great reasons to consider upgrading to a suite here on board. Now, the aft portion of the ship is reserved for the fun that Royal Caribbean is known for. All of these are complimentary activities, from the sport court where you can play basketball and soccer, the miniature golf course that I love so much and my kids do as well, the 2 flow rider surf simulators, the ultimate abyss slide where you rush down 10 stories down to the boardwalk, or of course, zip lining over 10 stories as well. So there's so much adrenaline and fun up here. Once again, it's all included and you're gonna have a blast doing it. Let's tour now. All right, so let's play a little mini golf. Growing up on cruise ships, I got to play a lot of mini golf. I love it, now my kids do as well. Complimentary, a blast. Let's see if I've got anything going today. All right, little chicken left on that bone, but it is a par 3. See if I can get a little help from my friend, the wind. Yep, nope, not at all. All right, let's go for par. Hey, started off with a par. Let's see. You keep it going over here? All right, we got a giant set of surfboards in the way. You got to go through it, right? Can't go around it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's about right. I laid up. Yeah, yep. Not too bad. I've had better. I've had a lot worse. Now, all the way up, all the way aft, you're gonna get some incredible views, especially at Sail Away. But what I love is they've added the ultimate abyss slide. So you go from here all the way down to the boardwalk. It's a dry slide and you get some serious speed, especially if you eat as much as I do on board. It's another complimentary feature that's a blast. Right in the middle is the wipeout bar. So you've got the Flow Rider surf simulators on either side where you can practice your surfing, your boogie boarding, maybe you just learn for the very first time. The first Flow Rider was on the Freedom of the Seas. I was actually the very first on board and loved it then. I love it now, and now my kids really enjoy as well. Now the Wipeout Bar is the adult experience. Everything around is gonna be multi-gen. And then just behind the Wipeout Bar, you also have the zip line where you can zip over the boardwalk to the far side. Once again, plenty of fun up here to enjoy, all complimentary activities, so dig on in. Next up is the sport court. Now this is a great place for basketball, soccer, football if you will, dodgeball. Played all kinds of games here throughout the years on Royal Caribbean. Growing up, we cruised a lot with Royal. My brother and I both played for my dad. My dad's one of the winningest coaches in California history, basketball, and so we always had to come up and practice our free throws. We also won a few 3-on-3 tournaments and had a blast doing it. See if I've got anything left. Yeah, Brick City, as normal. Let's see if that bank's open. It is a Sunday after all. Hey, look at that. The bank's open. And since I can't make a regular free throw, let's see if I can channel my inner Rick Barry. Nope. How about my inner Steph Curry? Nope. Airball like normal. Now, a Loco Fresh was added later to this ship, and I love the way it's designed. Now, what it is fast, casual, and complimentary Mexican food. So you've got the tortilla maker over there, that's the most important part. You're gonna have quesadillas, burritos, you can make your own tacos, you've got rice and beans, and great options to choose from. In addition to that, they also have a full salsa bar you can take advantage of, and right around the corner, you also can grab some drinks. Once again, a great grab and go option, especially on boarding day. Now, one of the specialties on board that's unique to Oasis is portside barbecue. So if you're a big barbecue fan, you should definitely stop by. It is one of the specialties, so it comes at an additional cost. Now, the fan favorites are those smoked chicken wings and, of course, the delicious brisket. I love brisket. I make it at home. Head to Texas for it all the time as well. But you've got all your favorite cuts. You've got chicken, you've got ribs, you've got turkey. They even have the big turkey legs. You can channel your inner Disney experience if you want to do that as well. But they've got all the fixins, the cornbread, the corn, and it's absolutely delicious. Now, as you walk through the restaurant, they've got some great dessert options and some wonderful drinks as well. You've got quite a bit of seating inside, and then the seating also extends outside as well. So if you want to grab your food and head on out, you can definitely do that. Now, one of the things I really appreciate is most of the specialties, that upgraded food, what you're going to experience is that it's a sit-down room. Here, you can grab it, you can head on out, or you can sit for a quick minute, but they also have some great live country music each and every single day tucked in the corner. Country music, barbecue, pretty happy. So now we just stepped inside the teen club here on board. I was a middle school teacher for over a decade, and I know that teenagers are the hardest audience to please. And I love that they have this space dedicated for them. So they've got large TVs where they can do sing-alongs, dancing. They've got all kinds of different video game options. And of course, every teen loves to lounge in a nook. You even have a game of pool, and this extends outside as well for an additional seating area. Now, once again, the teen club is a little bit different than Adventure Ocean here on board. The teens can check themselves in and out, of course, have those conversations with them, and they can take advantage of all the aspects of the ship. A mainstay of Royal Caribbean, you'll find Challenger's Arcade. This is for the kids and people like me who think they're still kids. You've got all kinds of great arcade games, but these do come at an additional cost. So you've got Jurassic Park over in the corner, several different styles of racing games. You've got skee ball, different kinds of air hockey as well. You've got the claw games. You've got a wide assortment. Now, I always recommend that you have the conversation with your kiddos before you get on board. You can pre-program their cards to give a little bit of money if you like, or, of course, you can go unlimited. Just after the pool deck, you'll find Unboxed. Now this is a small shop here. One of the cool features, you actually have charging stations where you can charge your phone. It's a free complimentary feature. You also have different sundry items, and I love that you can step up here anytime and purchase. So you've got sunscreen in here, got some Tums, we do that on a cruise from time to time, all kinds of different personal items as well, in addition to some medications. Now the Windjammer marketplace here on board is the main buffet style casual dining option. Now keep in mind, Royal has quite a few casual grab and go options here on board, but this is that classic for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even later into the evening on many days, each and every single day. Now we'll start off here with the salad bar. It's important to understand, today is boarding day lunch. Of course, for breakfast, you're gonna find bacon and eggs and waffles, pancakes, all of your favorites. I love the corned beef hash as well. So I love that they have grab and go salads. You can also make your own here. So they've got some wonderful charcuterie style options here, delicious meats and cheeses, breads and rolls. Now all of those are baked right here on board. Now I wanted to take you over to the Coca-Cola Freestyle machine. You're gonna find these throughout the entire ship. Now, if you purchase the soda package or you purchase the full beverage package, you'll be able to use this. This actually reads an RFID chip on the bottom of the tumbler, and you're gonna be able to customize exactly what you want. To me, nothing says vacation like having exactly what you want and how you want it. So if you want some Sprite with some cherry, you can do that. In fact, my daughter loves that. But you can also mix and match and have the perfect option for you. Now, as we continue through, you've got the hot dogs and burgers. So these look delicious, fresh off the grill. You can have those throughout. And then once again, for breakfast, this is where you're gonna find the made to order egg stations. Now, as we continue through, you'll find the hot entrees. So you've got some delicious barbecue chicken right here. You've got different styles of fish. On the opposite side, you're gonna find one of my favorites. I love pork schnitzel. I used to live in Austria. It's pretty good here as well. You've got different styles of pastas. You've got all the fruits on the far side as well. And then of course, they mix it up. So you've got an Asian style course over here, chicken curry. Got some incredible Indian food here on board. In fact, had some amazing Indian dining experiences. You can ask me about that when you book with Star Class. I can talk about that. But here you've got chicken curry and dal and naan, and of course rice. And well, they've got some great Indian chefs on board. Why wouldn't they have amazing options? So you've got more fruits over here. And I did want to point out that there is extensive seating here in the Windjammer. So you've got seats all along the windows. You've got tables for 2, 4, larger groups as well. But what I always recommend to everybody, especially on boarding day, I usually go to the Solarium bistro, I'll head down to the Park Cafe, but if I am dining in the Windjammer, I always go all the way to the aft of the Windjammer. That's where the desserts are. But it's also where you're gonna find more seating. A lot of people do stop right there in the beginning, go grab their food, and those seats fill up first. So you've got great seats that overlook Oasis Dunes, they overlook the sport court, also overlook the boardwalk, but you can also get great seating on either side. Now, throughout the Windjammer and the other casual eateries here on board, you'll find these complimentary beverage stations. Of course, they will come around for bar-style drinks if you're interested in that, but here you've got the Nestle Vitality Water, so for breakfast, you're gonna have apple juice, orange juice, all of your favorites, and then it'll progress throughout the day. Right now, it looks like they've also got some different styles of iced teas and lemonades. You've got drip coffee. You also have the tea bags there you can take advantage of as well. Once again, this is all included in your fare, so you can dine and drink on Royal Caribbean paying nothing else, or if you want to upgrade, you always have that option. Now, I also wanted to point out that you're going to have buffet-style eating on both sides of the ship. Now, usually the starboard side fills up a little quicker, so I'll head over to the port side. But once again, you're going to have that redundancy here, so whatever you find over there, you can find over here as well. So now we just stepped inside the suite lounge. Now, this is one of the great perks of being in a suite here on Royal Caribbean. You'll see that they have a large lounge style space. You've got some grab and go items for morning. They'll have breakfast, like continental style breakfast. Later in the day, they'll have appetizers there. But I love that you can stop by anytime to make an espresso, cappuccino. They've got that available for you. And then they also have the Nestle Vitality Water for different styles of juices and infused waters. Now, one of the great features of the Suite Lounge is the cocktail hour each and every single day. So if you're staying in a suite or if you're a Pinnacle member, certain cruises, you'll be able to take advantage of this space. Now, just behind me is the concierge desk. That may be the most important part of the Suite Lounge. The concierge team on board here is here to take care of all kinds of details for you, whether it's reservations, answering questions. They're gonna be here for you every step of the way. They work together with your cabin steward and your suite attendant. And keep in mind, if you're in Star Class, you'll also have the Royal Genie. They're here to support you as well. Now, as we continue through, it transitions into Coastal Kitchen. This is a suite-only restaurant experience where you're gonna find upgraded breakfast, lunch, and dinner offerings. Now, if you're in a junior suite, which is C Class here on board, you can oftentimes dine here for dinner, but it's based on availability. There's quite a bit of seating behind. You can see they've got tables for 2, 4. They can expand it to larger tables as well. And then Coastal Kitchen extends all the way to the far side where you're gonna get some incredible views. You're perched right up here in the crown of the ship. You can look over the pool decks, you look over the ocean as well. Now anchored right in the middle, you're gonna have a full bar. Once again, they're here there for cocktail hour, but they'll also provide drink service to the suite lounge and coastal kitchen throughout your entire cruise. These are the best bartenders in the business. They're gonna keep you smiling, laughing, and most importantly, keeping those drinks flowing. Royal Caribbean's Adventure Ocean Kids program has been award-winning for many years. In fact, the first time I partook in it was over 30 years ago. My kids come out and they absolutely love it. What you're gonna find is starting at 6 months old, all the way up to 17, they've got something for everyone. Follow me inside and I'll show you what it's all about. Now we'll start with AO Babies. This is 6 months up to 36 months old. This is something that you do need to stop by the first day, pre-reserve, and make sure that you get those times locked in. But what you'll find is they'll do everything from feed and change the little ones, to even put them down for nap time. They've got the cribs around the corner. They'll get out all the toys here as well in just a bit, and they'll have an absolute blast. I know my kiddos love it. Yours will as well. Next up is AO Juniors. This is the 3 to 5 year olds here on board. You're gonna find they've got some fun games here. They play all types of different options for the kiddos. So you've got active games, they got the balls over on the other side, they'll do arts and crafts, and once again, sit down, have a blast, and watch a movie. So you'll find a wide variety of options for them, and this goes late into the evening, so every member of the family can have a blast. Now the Adventure Ocean Theater is a venue that they use for all ages of kiddos. You're gonna find that they've got different styles of seating here, and just behind me is the stage. They actually have a really cool puppet show. They'll do different styles of entertainment here as well. I love that they mix it up, so it's not just that one trick. You're gonna find all kinds of options for your kiddos here at Adventure Ocean. Now the Play Place is a spot where you can drop by with your kiddos to take advantage of all the fun in here. Now several of the spots are drop off. You're gonna check your kids in and out, and it's very critical that you stop by on the very first day. That way you can tell them who can pick them up, who can drop them off. So for example, when we're traveling with my parents, I'll put them on there, and so maybe my mom or dad can pick the kiddos up while my wife and I are out having a great dinner. But it's really critical because safety is paramount. But this space, keep in mind, you do need to supervise your kiddos. You can bring them by here, it's a lot of fun. In fact, my daughter and I do the crab walk all the time. Now, Royal Caribbean has transitioned their program into a 5 to 12-year-old open program, and I absolutely love that. When we're traveling with the cousins, it opens up the age group so they can play together, but they're also gonna have activities designed around what the kids love. Right brain, left brain, they've got them all covered. So you've got some video game options here. As we continue along, there's more video games, computer-style games as well, and then they can set this up as a multi-use space. So it really opens up in here. See them playing gaga ball, all kinds of fun. You also have some nooks where they can hide out. Now, if they love sports, let's check out the arena. So now we're inside the arena. Those kids that are super active are gonna love this space. They've got hula hoop, balls, bowling, all kinds of fun. My daughter's favorite is gaga ball. They play this in here and have an absolute blast. Now, I also wanted to point out that screen over there. You're gonna find that throughout Adventure Ocean. You're also gonna find them outside of here as well. There's a game called The Treasure of Barnacle Briggs. It's an interactive quest. All they have to do is tap the card, then they can actually play continuously throughout the cruise. Next up is the Science Lab and part of the Art Studio. So you're gonna have plenty of places here where they can do different styles of experiments. It's a lot of fun. You also have these interactive tables that have dozens and dozens of games they can play, more of Barnacle Briggs, and then you also have some foosball. Now the final spot is the workshop. This is the more expansive art studio here. They have all kinds of different mediums of art that your kiddos can take advantage of, and they'll oftentimes have family-friendly options here as well, where even the parents can join in. So you've got different things over on this side where they've got the cutters, you can make different styles of shapes. They've got paint, markers, crayons. They even have the clay that's moldable. My daughter loves this spot. Now welcome to the 1960s. This is the escape room here on board, Mission Control Apollo 18, and you can help a spacecraft take off. It's a blast to do. I've done it myself. It's a lot of fun to gather together with friends and family. I do recommend that you pre-book the experience. It does come at an additional cost, but you're here in Mission Control. You get to control everything, of course, pay close attention, solve the puzzle, and if you're successful, you'll make sure that that rocket blasts all the way up to space. Now there's some really cool memorabilia in here as well. Once again, even the ceiling, all of it, it feels like you're in the 1960s at NASA in Mission Control. Check it out now. Hello? Bravo? Bravo, okay, all right. It's a go, let's go. On decks 11 and 12, you'll find the card and game rooms. So you get some great views down the boardwalk. You also have different games to choose from, and they'll have some wonderful competitions in here as well. So once again, up above, down below, if you like to play a bit of cards, get away with some friends, this is an awesome spot. It's also a great place to read during the day. Those about to rock, we salute you, and this is the place to do it. This is the music hall here on board. In fact, when they inaugurated this 5 years ago, we got to see Phoenix rocking on that band. They always do an incredible job, and we've made so many memories in here since. So the name is the music hall, and this is where you're gonna find great music, but it's used for more than that. You can use this for private events. We do a lot of great groups at Harr Travel, whether it's corporate, an incentive, maybe it's a wedding or just a family gathering. You can use this as a group space. It's also a wonderful place to dance the night away. So you've got the dance floor here, you've got the full bar, and then up above, they also have more seating, they got more TVs, and of course, being a new venue, they have all of the AV that you would want, and even some great views out the aft of the ship. Once again, the music hall is a great place to gather. Sometimes it's rock music, sometimes it's jazz. They do a little bit of everything in between. But if you want to come, enjoy some great tunes, dance the night away, this is your spot. Now, Central Park here on board is a true marvel. It's a technical marvel, it's absolutely beautiful, and I, for one, love it. When this ship came out 15 years ago, this blew everyone's mind. You have over 10,000 live plants. You're right here in the middle of a cruise ship, and it feels truly like a park atmosphere. So what you're gonna find is they've got chests on the far side where you can sit just like you would at Central Park in New York. You're gonna have restaurants, you're gonna have retail, but it's really this beautiful setting as you walk through. You hear birds chirping, they pipe that in, and then you have large trees, you've got shrubs, all kinds of live plants. Now, I love dining in this atmosphere. I also love just hanging out in the evening. They'll do jazz in the park in the evening as well. It's a wonderful touch, but our first stop is Chops Grill. Now, if you love a steakhouse experience, that's what this is all about. Royal's been known for Chops Grill for quite a while. Personally, I always go after that ribeye, but they have some delicious appetizers. You're gonna have those wonderful shrimp, you've got pork belly, you've got so many different things. And then as you progress through the menu, it's very similar to what you'd find at a great steakhouse at home. And I love that they also have indoor and outdoor dining. So you can dine right here, just outside the restaurant, have a little bit of people watching, enjoy the ambiance and the atmosphere, especially in the evening, but oftentimes this is available at lunch as well. In fact, it's one of my favorites for boarding day lunch. Now, just across, I wanted to point out the Rising Tide. So this is the first time that we'll see this. This is a bar. You'll see it again when we head down to the Royal Promenade, but you'll go right in the door, and it's a bar that actually goes up and down between several decks. So you've got full bar service in here. It's a little bit of a novelty experience, but I think it's so cool, especially when you remember you're on a cruise ship after all. Now, as you continue through the park, you can see there's a nice gentle breeze. Once again, the birds chirping, they've got music piped in here, and you're gonna find several areas where you can sit and enjoy a drink. Now, the Trellis Bar is one of those. They're gonna provide drink service to the restaurants here, but you can belly up to the bar and have a delicious option. Now, my favorite spot on the park is right here. Not only do I love the living wall, so the entire wall's up there, you've got hundreds and hundreds of plants, but you can actually trek through this area. You've got the canopy up above, you've got plants on both sides. I've seen people propose here. You've got this bench style seating where you can sit and read a book. But once again, it's that really cool spot where you can get lost in the moment and forget that you're on a cruise ship and just be wandering through a beautiful ambient space. Now, you've got more plants here as well. You can see the skylights that shine down to the promenade. That's one of those unique features here. But you've got these little areas tucked away. Of course, this ship has been around for a few years. You've got the beautiful plants. It's an ever-changing experience. In fact, we've spent some time with the horticulturists that run these parks, and it's really quite exceptional what they do. Tending to live plants in different climate zones all around the world is truly exceptional. Now, one of my favorite complimentary options here on board is the Park Cafe. So they'll have breakfast items in the morning, they'll have lunch and dinner items throughout the day as well, but it's grab and go, whether it's sandwiches, salads made to order, you've got cookies, you've got fruit, they've got lots of great options in here, and of course you can step outside and dine right here in the park, or you can dine inside as well. But it's one of those great spots where you can stop by and easily get access to it. Now, opposite, you're gonna find Giovanni's Table. Now, this is the Italian specialty restaurant here on board. Everybody loves Italian food, and every royal ship has Italian for a reason. You're gonna find delicious Italian fares. Once again, all the specialty restaurants come at additional cost. You can also purchase a package as well if you wanna dine at several, or if you head all the way up to Star Class, you can have that included in your fare. So you've got seating inside, you also have great seating outside. They also have some covered seating here as well. Now, from here, I wanted to point out that you also have Central Park View balconies, and you have Central Park View rooms. So if you're looking for an alternative to an interior cabin and you do not want to step all the way up to an ocean view, you can consider those and you get these great views as well. Now, there's several seating areas here. You've got benches, you've got tables and chairs. Once again, they'll have live music in the park in the evenings. And another great venue that you can take advantage of is Vintage's Wine Bar. So they'll do extensive wine tastings in there. You can also stop by to grab a glass of wine. They're very knowledgeable. They can educate you on it. And of course, just have a delicious drink. Outside here, you're gonna have seating areas. Once again, more bench style seating as well. Now finally, on the opposite side, you're gonna have the Central Park Library. I love that they have that old school library in there. And you're also gonna find that you have several high-end retail options. You're gonna find great duty-free prices on board. If you wanna spoil your partner or go all in, you can take advantage of those. They're happy to take great care. Once again, very knowledgeable about the products. Now from the early days of cruising, the spa has been a big part of the cruise experience. For me, nothing says vacation like a great massage, a nice relaxing treatment, whatever it is that you love. To me, that truly is what vacation is all about. Now we're heading into the spa. I did want to point out that they have the Vitality Cafe here. It's one of my favorite secrets on board for a couple reasons. One, they've got some light bites that you can grab and go with. You also can get all your favorite Starbucks coffee drinks, but I love that they have a full juice bar. If you have those Diamond Plus, Pinnacle drinks, you can take advantage of them there. Or of course, the beverage packages you can use there as well. Or just stop by for a nice refreshing orange juice. They've got carrot juice, ginger, all of my favorites. Now as we continue further in, you're gonna have quite a bit of retail in here. Now they've added the IV lounge as well. So if you want to hydrate after a fun night on board, if you say, there's lots of different treatment options there as well. And you can see the different retail from Kerasis from Paris and others where you can utilize those duty-free prices to stock up on your favorite cosmetics. Now right here is the check-in desk. I always recommend stopping by on the first day on board. That way you'll be able to tour the spa, see everything it's all about, but also lock in those treatments at the perfect times. Keep in mind on sea days, oftentimes they fill up really quick, but on port days, you can often get some great discounts. Now we just stepped in the full service salon, so you can get a revolutionary new hairstyle. Of course, you can take advantage of that partnership with Kerasis from Paris and all of the different ingredients that they have. And I love that they also have a men's barbershop. I've actually gotten a facial, a shave right there, also a haircut as well. Now on the other side, you're gonna find that they have manicure stations here. They also have pedicure stations on the far side. To me, spoil yourself on vacation. And if you love these types of treatments, this is that perfect choice for you. Now as we head down towards the heart and soul of the spa, I wanted to point out they do have the Smile Spa here. They do teeth whitening and different treatments. Once again, I highly recommend you stop by, especially on that first day. They can teach you all about the things that they offer, so you can take advantage of all of them. Now we just stepped down the staircase. I did want to point out there's an accessible lift here as well for those that need to utilize it. And then you'll head into the main check-in area. From here, they'll connect you to one of the locker rooms. You can drop your items off, put that robe on, and get ready to enjoy your treatment. Your spa journey will start right here in the relaxation room. This is that area where you can get in that Zen mindset. They'll ask you a few questions about the treatments that you desire, and of course the things you like and don't like, so they can customize it perfect for you. You'll get nice and relaxed. They've got some infused waters over the side. Then you head back and start your treatment. You'll finish here as well. Now an option you may want to consider is the thermal suite. So this does come at an additional cost. I love that they have these stone loungers. They're ergonomic and heated from the bottom. I've had some back issues for a while. This really does help with that. In here, you also have a couple different types of experience showers. You're gonna find that you have a steam chamber here. You have an aromatherapy steam chamber on the far side. And then right here is the dry heat, similar to a sauna. Once again, you can use this as a circuit. It's all dedicated to health and wellness. Of course, you can head up to the fitness center and enjoy that as well. Now, I just stepped inside one of the treatment rooms to show you what that's all about. Of course, they have a wide variety of options, whether it's a massage, which is my personal favorite. I love the hot stone. I also love the bamboo or maybe deep tissue if you're traveling longer distances to arrive. And then of course, they have different styles of wraps and facials. They even have a full Medi-Spa experience here on board. You can pick exactly what you'd like. And of course, Crown and Anchor members and other options, you can provide some discounts for you as well. Now, I love that this is a couples treatment room. I know my wife and I love to cruise with the kids. Maybe they head off to Adventure Ocean, enjoy their time here. We can come have a nice relaxing massage. Everyone in the family gets what they're looking for. As you would expect with a ship of this size, they have a really phenomenal fitness center. Now it's absolutely massive. You're gonna find that they have all your favorite equipment. You've got cardio, so different styles of treadmills and bikes. They have ellipticals. I personally love those treadmills that look out over the ocean, so you get some incredible views as you exercise. Now, as I mentioned, there's even more cardio wrapped all the way around. You got more ellipticals on this side, and then it transitions to all of the different styles of circuit equipment. So you can literally work every aspect of your body, whether it's upper body, lower body, abs, they've got you covered, wrapped all the way around. On the far side, you have stair steppers, more ellipticals as well. You're also gonna find some more treadmills looking out the windows. And then finally, you've got the different styles of pulley machines. Once again, very comprehensive. If you're looking for free weights, they have you covered as well. Some that are, well, quite a bit bigger than I could ever lift. Now, if you're into CrossFit style exercise, you've got all the different styles of kettlebells, medicine balls. They also have yoga mats. I love the foam rollers. I use those all the time, especially after traveling. And then as you continue in, you're gonna find the aerobic studio. Now, they do different styles of stretching and yoga. I love that they have spin classes in here. You got a little bit of competition going, that group motivation for your exercise. Now, one of the aspects of this ship that a lot of our guests love is that they have a dedicated walking, jogging, and running track. So you've got several lanes and it wraps all the way around. You can get it from the fitness center here, or you can also access it from deck 5. So you'll be able to wrap all the way around. They have motivational slogans. You're also gonna find some seating areas where you can take a little break if you'd like. Of course, you can head in, head out, and walk off that dinner. So now we're inside the Royal Theater. Just like the full ship, it is a massive venue. The largest theater ever built at sea when it was created. You're gonna find some incredible entertainment here. So you can see it's stadium style seating. We're up on the upper deck right now. They've got stadium style seating down below as well that goes all the way up, so you can get some great views. Now in here, you'll find those big over-the-top production shows that Royal Caribbean's known for. They've been known as the best for entertainment for quite a few years, and when you head on board, you'll see why. Now they'll also utilize these spaces for different styles of entertainment, bring on some guest entertainers as well. You might even find a lecture in here, but you're gonna find all styles of entertainment. Once again, Royal does it better than everyone else. Welcome to the Royal Promenade. Now this is definitely an evolution from the early Royal Promenades, and one of the biggest differences is you've got the skylights up above that lets the natural light in. I absolutely love it, and when I first set foot on this ship, it was truly a game changer. Now right in the middle, you have the Starbucks kiosk. So those of you who start your day at home with a cup of joe from Starbucks, they've got all your favorites, frappuccinos, cappuccinos, Americanos, lattes, or just a couple espressos if you need that as well. You've got that all handled right here. And then on either side, you've got some wonderful venues. One of my favorites here on board is Boleros. Now, if you're looking for a little action in the evening, this is that Latin-themed bar and nightclub experience where you can dance the night away, a little salsa, flamenco, and have an absolute blast. Now on the other side, you're gonna find Spotlight Karaoke. You'll often find me there destroying everyone's eardrums, but it's an absolute blast to do so. You've got the full bar in there, you've got the stage. They'll also use it for trivia and different items like that. But what I love about it is they also have dedicated karaoke booths. So if maybe you don't wanna get up in front of everyone, you can just grab the mic with some friends and really enjoy. Now another aspect to point out on the Promenade is they do have Promenade view staterooms. So if you want a view, maybe you don't want to upgrade all the way to that ocean view or the balcony, you can look down on the Promenade from up above, and it's a little better than an interior cabin. Now as we continue through, you're going to see some beautiful art pieces. They also have the pop-up shops that are right here in the middle, and they'll also do pop-up shopping experiences throughout your cruise. On the far side, you've got the Royal Shops, Solarium. This is where you can find cosmetics, you can find alcohol, tobacco, things like that at lower prices than you'll find at home, because technically a lot of those are taxes. And here, when you're sailing on the high seas, you can get those duty-free prices. Now, a place I always stop by is the Royal Logo Shop. So this is where you can get all your favorite logo gear. Of course, they have that partnership now with Inter Miami. You can get some jerseys here as well. Channel your inner Lionel Messi, who's the godfather or the icon of the seas. You also have all kinds of different shirts and hats and different styles of logo wear. Now there's more shopping all the way down the Promenade. It's meant to be similar to a city street. They've got really cool art installations. And then one of my favorite stops is Sorrento's Pizza. I've been known to stop by there mid-afternoon, early evening, late evening, maybe even 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. They've got some antipasti items. Of course, they have your favorite pizza. Now across, you've got the Globe and Atlas. Now on all the Royal Promenades, you're gonna find these English style pubs. Now these are great seating areas when they do the parades down the Promenade. I absolutely love it. You can probably see the balloons up above. They're gonna be doing a balloon drop here on the first night. Today is boarding day. But once again, you can listen to some great live music. They'll usually have a guitarist, somebody singing in the evening. You can request songs, have a beer, and hoist it with your friends. Now as we continue further along, you're gonna find the Island Market. Now this has a lot of kids' toys. Keep in mind they've got more of that on the boardwalk as well. You're gonna have some shirts and sunglasses, even some sundry items that you may wanna consider. On the opposite side, you have the collection. This is where you're gonna find high-end handbags. They also have this second-hand handbag. My wife likes stopping by there. I had no idea that they gain value with time. Now directly across is Cafe Promenade. This is where you can get those grab-and-go items, whether in breakfast, you want some pastries, things like that, or later in the day, they'll have sandwiches and fruits. Lots of places to grab some quick options, sit right here and enjoy. They also have coffees and teas, so you can take advantage of that as well. Now right here you have an incredible classic car. Now you're gonna find these on the Royal Promenades, and you see a couple teddy bears in there as well. That pays homage to the icon from Royal Caribbean, Richard Fain. He has basically led Royal Caribbean through several decades, did some incredible things, and that's one of his all-time favorites, and I love that they still have that here. Now one of my all-time favorite features is just behind me. You can see the fountains there, and that is the Rising Tide Bar. So the way that that works is it goes between Central Park and down here to the Royal Promenade. You see the fountains here, but it's gonna go up and down. It's a bar experience. Now keep in mind, it takes about 15 minutes or so as it goes up and down. So if you have a dinner reservation or your spa reservation, make sure you take that into mind before you hop on board. Now as we continue on the promenade, this was a late addition to the Oasis of the Seas, the Bionic Bar. It's a really cool experience. In fact, my kids love to watch it, but basically you get served drinks by a robot. Did want to point out that your drink packages aren't included in there, but it's a fun place to stop by and watch. And of course, they make the perfect pour every single time. So I like the human pours a little bit more. Sometimes just a tiny bit more in there. I don't know what that's all about. Now behind me, you're going to find the port and shopping desk. So if you are going to shop in port, whether you want to buy a watch, you want to buy clothing items, make sure you stop by. There are certain vendors that Royal Caribbean utilizes throughout the Caribbean and other destinations where they can guarantee the products for you, so you know that you're getting a good price, but also you know you're getting quality items as well. On the other side, you're going to find the Boom Internet desk. Now this ship is equipped with Starlink, powered by Boom Internet, so you're going to be able to utilize that. You can stop by if you have any questions. We always recommend to pre-purchase that. And keep in mind, if you're in Sky Class or above, you're going to have a login included for you. Now on the other side, you'll find Regalia. So there's a couple of these shops around the promenade. These are high-end watches and jewelry, so if you want to spoil your partner, or maybe you've had a great night in the casino, you can stop by there as well, once again at duty-free prices. Now finally is the guest services desk. Now I always recommend stopping by during the cruise. It's very similar to what you're going to find at the front desk of a hotel. They can take care of all the different items for you, whether it's questions about money, questions about your room, things along those lines. But once again, it does get a little full the first day and the last day, so we always recommend stopping by during. Now keep in mind, if you're in one of the suites here on board, that's the Sky Class suites and above, you can also utilize the concierge desk up above, and they can do everything that they can down here as well. Now behind me, you're going to find Focus Photo Gallery. Those of you who cruise know that photography is a big part of the cruise experience. Now keep in mind, you don't have to have your picture taken, but they can do different photos around the ship, boarding, disembarking, even meals and things like that. It's a great way to capture those memories so you don't have to do it yourself. You can stop by, purchase one, you can look at all of them, or you can purchase none. It's really up to you. You'll also find the Shore Excursions desk. Now here, I always recommend stopping by, but you want to make sure and book your shore excursions before you arrive here on board. Keep in mind, with your Harr Travel Advisor, we have some private excursions and things along those lines that we can take it to the next level for you. But you don't want to be disappointed by waiting till you board to grab those perfect excursion options for you and your family. Now on the opposite side, you'll find Next Cruise. Now Royal Caribbean knows you're going to have an incredible time on board. It's one of the most popular cruise lines in the world, if not the most popular. And what's great about Next Cruise is that you can take advantage of some deals that are only available on board this ship. So when you go in there during the cruise, you'll be able to take advantage of those discounts. Keep in mind, if you booked with Harr Travel already, as soon as you head in, your booking's going to go right back to us so that we can take care of all the details for you, give you that Harr Travel signature experience. Now keep in mind, if you didn't book with Harr Travel, reach out to us before you head on your cruise. We can give you the contact information. You can book right here, and we can take it from there to make sure that you get the most incredible time on your cruise. Now my favorite bar on every Royal Caribbean ship, and every Royal ship does have one, is the Schooner Bar. As soon as I walk in, I know I'm on a ship, and I know I'm on a Royal Caribbean vessel where I'm going to have a great time. It's a piano bar setup, and you're going to find a nautical theme. Now it pays tribute to the schooners that were in the Caribbean many, many years ago, the early days. Those ships looked a little bit different than this. They've got some models here for you to check out. They've got the nautical theming. They've got the full bar on the far side, and also there's some great seating overlooking the promenade. Once again, for the parades and the different entertainment. One of my favorite things is their veterans tribute. As a veteran myself, I love the way that Royal Caribbean treats those who served our country. I stood down there not that long ago. It was a really emotional time. I was there with my grandparents. Now just behind me, you can see the grand piano. Now that's my favorite spot. I like to grab a seat close by. They have great piano players here on board. You can sing along, make requests. It's a great place to gather together with friends, hoist a drink, and enjoy. Now we're just out here horsing around on the boardwalk. I love this space for so many reasons. There's a real carousel with all hand-carved wooden horses, and you can actually see in the entryway how they're built. They had to get special approval to do it. My kids have been on there a few hundred times. I must say I've been on a few dozen times myself as well. You've got the Boardwalk Doghouse. This is a complimentary grab-and-go option. You've got dogs, you've got brats, you've got some wonderful features in addition to all their favorite toppings. You're also going to find some arcade-style options here. I love the basketball. You can play football, you can play basketball. I've been known to crush this time and time again. I don't think Taylor's ever beaten me. Well, he's on the other end of the camera, so he can't rebut that, but it's not true. So now we're still having a very good time, and I have a sweet tooth. So I always come by Sugar Beach, and my kids love it as well too. So it's a great candy shop. They even have a window with my favorite thing in the world, ice cream. So you can take advantage of all that. Once again, it does come at an additional cost. But the whole concept with the boardwalk is to be similar to a boardwalk in Atlantic City or anywhere that you live. I love the option that they have it here. There's lots of different shops where you can pick up things. You also have Johnny Rockets. Now, Johnny Rockets is one of my all-time favorites. It's a 1950s diner. It debuted on the Voyager of the Seas. It's been on most of the ships since then for good reason. Now, it does come at an additional cost. But one thing I wanted to point out is breakfast there is complimentary. You can have it throughout your cruise. They have some delicious upgraded options at no additional cost. I'll be back for the tots in just a minute. Now, I don't know about you, but there's no place I'd rather be on a Sunday watching football than right here at Playmakers. It is the sports bar here on board. They have delicious food options. They've got the full bar, all kinds of wonderful bar options as well. You can sit outside here on the boardwalk, you can sit inside, or you can take advantage of the owner's box. Watch some of my favorite games in there. Now that Royals upgraded their sports package, you're not going to miss your games as you head out to sea. And once again, what better place to watch the Super Bowl, the NC2A tournament, or just any Sunday right here on board. Now behind me, you'll see one of the greatest technological marvels on any cruise ship in the world. It is the Aqua Theater. Believe it or not, that's a pool. The floor will go down. You'll have diving from all the way up the top. They have the slack lines from all the way up top and across, and you're gonna find a world-class show. It comes in at just under an hour. It's included in your fare, and you're gonna love what these athletes can do. It's truly amazing. They'll bring on some guest entertainers as well, but they just updated and upgraded this entire show. Now there's a ton of seating out here. You've got seating up above, all the way down stadium style. Keep in mind, if you're down a little bit closer, you might be in the splash zone just a bit. But this is a wonderful place to take advantage of that included entertainment. They'll also put big games on the screens here. I've watched some movies there as well. Now keep in mind that just up above are the Aqua Theater suites. These are our most popular on the entire ship. You've got the 2-bedroom spacious Aqua Theater on 8, and then you've got 2 more 2-bedrooms and 1 bedroom that goes all the way to the top. Not only can you watch the show, but if you're in one of those 2 bedrooms, you get that star class experience. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you reach out to Harr Travel because it is truly spectacular. Everything's included for you on board, and your Royal Genie will unlock this entire ship for you. You can invite friends and family over, you dine out on your balcony, and of course, all the specialties included, so you're gonna have amazing food throughout. Now, once again, this Aqua Theater is an incredible technological marvel. You're gonna have the pool there in just a few hours. I can't wait to see. Now, flanking the Aqua Theater on either side, you're gonna find the rock climbing walls. Now, this debuted on Voyager of the Seas with Royal Caribbean. They haven't looked back. Guests love it. You don't have to pay anything extra. You can climb all the way to the top of the wall. I've been known to race my brother over the years. I always won. He said it's because I'm tall. I think it's just because I'm quick. Well, he actually beat me a few times, but I won't tell him that. Wait, you get that on? Oh, anyway. So in addition, you're gonna have the ultimate abyss right behind. This is that slide that we pointed out all the way up on the sports deck. You can slide down here. You're gonna see, here's some screams of enjoyment in just a bit. It's an absolute blast. Once again, a great included feature. Now, dining is a huge part of the cruise experience, and this is the 3-story main dining room here on board. Keep in mind, you can take advantage of their My Time dining, where you come anywhere between about 5-ish and 9, or you can also have that seated dining, where you can have the same waiters each and every single day. That's my personal preference. Get to know them, and it's a wonderful experience. Now here, there's a wide variety to choose from. In fact, some of my favorite foods I found on cruise ships because I tried them for the first time. You can expand your palate, or of course, you can have your favorites every single day. Now you're gonna find it's a huge dining room. As I mentioned, it's 3 stories. We're on the 4th floor right now, which is the middle of the dining area. But all the way back to the early days of Royal Caribbean, they've been known for this dining experience, and I highly recommend that you check it out. But keep in mind, they also have the casual options as well. So this is seated, plated, course by course. We've got the Windjammer, you've got all the fast casual options we pointed out in addition, but you can take advantage of this breakfast, lunch, and dinner depending on the day. Now you all know my favorite restaurant on board is Azumi Hibachi and Sushi. I love sushi. I've been known to come here pre-dinner, post-dinner, or even have dinner here as well. We got the sushi bar. I actually love to sit right there. You can chat with the chefs. And then they have quite a bit of seating wrapped all the way around. Now, of course, in addition to it, they're gonna have the hibachi tables on the other side. So you've got those down below. That's more of a show and dinner. I love that concept. My kids love it as well. They're gonna sing along, have some fun, and of course, have delicious fried rice, different styles of meats. Had a lot of lobster right there as well. What up, bruh? Haven't seen you in a while. Looks like you've been enlightened since then. Now this is Blaze. It's both a comedy club and a nightclub here on board. They've got the full dance floor in the corner, and they've got the stage over to the side. But what's great is this is that adults only area. You can get together late in the evening. They'll also have some family friendly shows earlier as well. So there's lots of seating, lounge style. You've got tables and chairs. You've got a ton of seating wrapping all the way around the bar. You also have more seating tucked in the corner and then set up above as well. Once again, if you love to laugh, you're sure to enjoy the comedy shows here on board. Make sure you sign up early and lock in your spot. Now, a place I've spent a lot of time is the Crown Lounge. Now, this is dedicated to the highest tiers of the Crown and Anchor Society. You can come by, enjoy the lounge. It's a nice space. You can always take advantage of the coffee maker. They've got light bites. In the morning, they'll have breakfast. Later through the day, they'll have some great appetizers. And of course, now that they've expanded where you can get drinks, you can head all around the ship and take advantage of those Diamond, Diamond Plus, Pinnacle drinks and really enjoy. Now just behind me, you've got some more teas and waters. There's plenty of lounge style space. But one of the things I love is that they're gonna have concierge style service in here as well. Once again, if you're one of the higher tiers of the Crown and Anchor Society, you can utilize this space throughout your cruise. Welcome to Studio B Ice Rink. You can see right in the middle, you've got a large ice rink here, and they put on world-class shows. In fact, Royal Caribbean is one of the largest employers of ex-Olympians in the world, and you're gonna see why when you check out these amazing athletes. But in addition to that, they use this for all kinds of different options. You might find an incredible adult scavenger hunt right here. They cover up the floor, actually. I've seen dances in here, all kinds of activities. But in addition to all of that, you can also go ice skating. This will push back just a bit. They have ice skates. They even have size 15s for me, which I appreciate. And you can do some free skating with your family. Make sure you pay attention to when those times are. You can sign up, come down, and enjoy. Once again, it's an ice rink on a cruise ship in the middle of the Caribbean right now, and you're gonna be able to take advantage of the wonderful shows and go skating yourself. Now, if you're interested in purchasing or learning about art, you can stop by the Park West Studio. What I also like is it's got a great gallery, so you can just stop by, check out the incredible art pieces, but they're very knowledgeable. They can guide you through the process, and of course, you can take advantage of those auctions as well. Now, those of you who like some gaming on vacation, there is a world-class casino here on board. You've got all of your favorite machines. I like the old school slot machines that you pull the handle. They've got those, all the different multi-use machines as well, and then all of the tables. You've got craps here, roulette, blackjack. I love that they have hand-dealt Texas Hold'em. They'll do tournaments. They'll also do just cash games, and I love that. There's a couple of them on the far side. They've got the High Rollers Casino tucked in the way, and then you're gonna find all kinds of space on the other side as well. You've got the casino bar, there's TV, so a lot of times they'll have sports on there. You can find lots of great options. Now keep in mind, there's 2 casinos on board. In here, you're gonna find smoking allowed, but you also have the smoke-free casino. Now we're inside of one of the conference rooms here on board. Now, Harr Travel has been booking groups with Royal Caribbean for many, many years, dozens and dozens. We know how to take great care and make sure that you get exactly what you want so you can take advantage of whatever you're looking for. If it's a friends and family group wanting to get together, a meetings and incentive, or even a corporate retreat, they have this room and they expand into 4 much larger options. But keep in mind, you can use all kinds of spaces around the ship as well. We take care of all the details for you so you can sit back, relax, have an incredible cruise, and take great care of your crew. Now, I'm sure you can see by now why we love the Oasis of the Seas. This ship changed the entire cruise industry and it hasn't looked back since. When you're ready to book this incredible vessel or any room or suite with Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, or Silver Sea, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. Book it right on harrtravel.com. We know we can craft your perfect cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value. You get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way, and you could be right here in just a few weeks.